Yeah, I knew I thought I had some good means with Philly. I knew they had some interest in me, and at the end of the day, it was going to come down, kind of what happened in the draft before, Philly was picking, and I was very happy and honored to be selected by Philly, and I've heard nothing but great things about the Flyers organization, and I can't wait to get started there.
Hey, Porter, Jackie Spiegel from the Philadelphia Inquirer. Congratulations. When we spoke in Buffalo, you talked about how you had your name up on the Jumbotron at Wells Fargo as a kid. What does it mean to you to now have that possibility of having it up there, or it will be up there, I should say, later?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. When you're a kid, and I was going to a Flyers game there. It was on my birthday, and my name got put up there. Whatever, happy birthday to myself, to me. And then now looking back on it, you never thought maybe you'd be drafted in the NHL, let alone drafted to the Philadelphia Flyers. So I'm pumped, and I'm very excited.
This is Charlie O'Connor from PHLY. You got a chance to play in the World Championships a little bit ago, and Travis Konecny and Travis Sanheim were on that team. Did you get to know them at all, and did they give you an idea, what it could be like if you got to play in Philadelphia?
Yeah, they were great to me. Tyson Forster as well. They're all three of those guys were tremendous to me. And one thing I noticed over there is, how much they love being a Flyer and how much, they take pride in being a Flyer. So, I realized just from seeing them talk about the organization and the way they act, how significant the Flyers have on themselves and on their family as well. So they're both, all three of them were great to me. And you know what? I can't wait to be their teammates. And yeah,
Porter, obviously you bring size and strength, offensive ability. Is there something you would particularly like to work on over the next year or so?
yeah. Obviously, I want to get bigger, faster, and stronger. It's kind of cliche to say, but if I do want to make the jump to the NHL, I do need to put on some more weight in the gym, and just continue to work. I'm going every day to try to get better. I'm going to enjoy this, right now, and then get back to work, and it's kind of take it step by step at a time. And I do want to go into training camp next year and try to crack the lineup, and I think I have a big summer. I'm able to do that. So it is cliche to say, you get bigger, faster, stronger, but that is what I need to do.
Porter, this is obviously a follow-up kind of to that question. You're a bigger scoring winger, more of a physical guy. You're 6'3". Is there a stylistic play that you kind of model your game after? You kind of use different attributes from different guys that you model yourself in the NHL about?
Yeah, I have always Corey Perry, like, especially when he was in his prime. But you saw how good he was in the Stanley Cup Finals this year. I kind of model after him and Matthew Tkachuk. I think I take attributes from both those guys, and I think they're two very high hockey IQ players. Very good around the net, and they help their team win, and that's something I want to do. I want to go in and give my chance a better chance to win every single night.
Porter, Haley Taylor Simon from Philly Sports Network and Metro Philly. Growing up, you said that you're a big Flyers fan and that you have a Claude Giroux poster in your basement. Was there a specific Flyer that you liked how they played the game of growing up?
Um, I liked lots. I think one of them was Wayne Simmons as well. I remember my whole hockey team went there, on a trip in Novice, and he kind of stopped and talked to all of us, and I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, I've always known the Flyers as kind of a hard-nosed organization, and they put it all on the line, and it's something that I love to do. That's the way I play. So yeah, I'd say Wayne Simmons and Claude Giroux for sure. I looked up to them when I was a little kid.
Hi, Porter. Jordan Hall from NBC Sports Philadelphia. Congratulations. You mentioned your size and needing to get stronger, but the way that you play and given your length and frame, do you feel like you had the potential to maybe be a quick climber to the NHL?
Yeah, I totally do. I think when I went over the World Championships, I'm definitely playing with NHL players, and I think I proved I can do it. I think I proved I fit in, and I definitely I think I can excel there at that level one day. But I'm going to continue to get better every single day, and I mean when it is my time to play my first game with the Flyers, I can't wait. It's going to be really special.